octopus and different things. I've got some octopus already made, but I'm going to be making, I've got a whale here. So I've only got 2 whales left from the last market. So they're kind of cute. I think I'll wait until there's some people on, and I can share all my creatures with you once we've got some people on here. So I've got my, I'm going to start off with a little cat today. Hi there. I'm going to start off with a little cat. I suddenly realized I didn't have any animals for the market, so I'm going to welcome. Nice to meet you. Let's see if there's a place I'm supposed to go to see the chats. Okay, so I guess if you want to just say hi, then I can see if the comments are working. But this is great. So the first round is just 2 into each. Hi there, Nifty. And Lisa, that's great. I've got some things to show you. I'm making cats for the market. A week tomorrow we have our Christmas market on the island, and I've only got whales and octopus that are made, and usually I have a lot more variety than that, so I'm doing that today. Nice to see you too, Nifty. Yeah, I've been busy. I actually got a tutorial posted this week. I got the little phone bag tutorial posted, so that was kind of cool. It's been a while. Yeah, I think I did a live a couple of weeks ago. I can't really remember. I'm working on making a small cat. I'm working, just let's see if I did the right amount of stitches, because I was talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so I can actually, I don't know if I can show you, see if it works. Yeah, so it's just this little cat, but I'm not making mine patchy right now. This is just going to be a rust one. But this is the pattern I like. It's a pattern by Better by Best. Better by Best. I think that's who the pattern's by. Yep, from Better by Best. I bought this off of Etsy, and I'm using a K hook. I'm supposed to use a 6mm, but I use a 6.5, and that's what I've been using in the past. So I've started off with 6, and then I just have to keep working. But I can share. We've got 10 people here, so I can share. This is a whale. I made this one all white, so it was like a little beluga whale. So that's one of my whales. I've sold the others. And this is a cute one. This is gray and white with his little tail and the little flippers on the sides. So those are the whales. And here are the octopus. They've just come out of my tote, so they're a little, oh dear, the whale just went for a walk. Went for a swim. So this is an octopus. I don't do the ones with the great big long tentacles because it's too much work for the market to sell them at the price that I sell them. So I'll put it over here and then I won't lose it. And this is a bright whale. It's got bigger eyes. I prefer these ones. And I can share who I get those patterns from. This one is a little bit taller. I think I lost count of the rows anyway. And these are cute, these little little feet on them. So I got 3 whales, two whales, 3 octopus, and then a chicken. Oh, I just lost my hook. There. And this chicken. I often use scrap yarn for the chickens. And this is the chicken. Oh, I forget the name of Marlowe, I think. All of the patterns for my amigurumi are not my patterns. I buy them off of Etsy. The chicken is your favorite? Yeah, I love them. And the chickens are really, really popular. I do make them out of all kinds of different stuff, but this is the only one. I just love the way they look with their eyes. They get so much personality when you put their eyes on. So yeah, I'm going to be working on a rust-colored cat. So I will be looking at the pattern as I go. Is anybody else working on anything special for Christmas or doing a market or gifts or anything like that? Yeah, it's pretty special. Yeah. So row 2, single crochet and increase. So we'll see how this goes because I've never tried making creatures in a live. Usually it's something that I can kind of work and I don't have to actually think. So this will be the first time that I've ever been trying to keep track of rows and stitches and everything like that. But I've got everything to hand. I've got my eyes here and my stuffing is here. So let's go. 1. I'm using burlap blanket yarn for this. It's really nice and fluffy and solid. Hi. Oh, Stitchy Lynn, you made it. Yeah, I'm working on a little on an amigurumi cat. So seeing how trying to make something like this on a live works out because it could go sideways on me, especially when I get to the ears. But I'm using this burlap blanket yarn, and it's called, I think it's a rust color. Yeah, can't remember the official name for the color. So now I should have 18. Yay, yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I love this yarn too. It's just the best. So let's see how we're doing, whether I've got 18 or not. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my goodness, I did it right. 18. Yes, I've made some blankets. I made a whole blanket out of it. I'm very proud of myself. I've sorted out my you actually see I'm in my yarn room. I'm in my yarn studio. I've sorted it all out. I've folded all my blankets and put them on the top of that shelf. And all my baby blankets are in a pile. And all my burlap blanket yarn is over there. And then all of my super bulky Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick is on this wall and some 4-weight underneath it. And then I have another whole shelf over here, 4-weight, and then the baby yarn is in the bottom. And then all my completed projects, I'm organizing them so I can find them when I want to do a reel or a short on YouTube or something. So all my Christmas stuff is in a basket. So it's really great. I feel like, I'm not all in chaos anymore. So now the next round it's a typical way of making this amigurumi where you start off with 6, you increase in every stitch till you got 12, then you do 1 single crochet and increase in the next stitch, so you get 18. And now I'm doing 2 single crochets and then increasing in the next stitch, so I'll end up with 24. And that's how you kind of make this. This is the nose of the cat here, all single crochet. Is anybody else working on anything? Have any of you made like loaf cats or whales or octopus? Is it something you've tried? I think I did a video showing all the places to find free patterns to make things, or where to find them on Etsy. It's got me with some chickens on it, I think. So I think I did it last year when people were asking. Because the whale, I think actually the whale pattern and the octopus pattern that I use were free posts on designers' blogs. So I like to link to those so you can go and check them out on their blogs. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Whether we've got 24, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 24. Once you get up to 24, this is when we start the years, I think. 05. See if anybody says. Oh, ooey gooey socks. Good for you. Yes, it's always a good feeling when you got the right amount of stitches. Anybody else on here crochet, or are you just here to watch? Ooey gooey socks sound a lot of fun. Have to check them out. So now I have to do 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to do an ear. So in the front loop only, we do 1 single crochet. And then in the front loop only, we do a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. So we do a half double crochet, chain 2, and a half double crochet in the same stitch. And then we do front loop only single crochet, and 2 regular single crochets, and then a front loop only single crochet, and then a front loop only half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, all in the same stitch, Make sure I did a half double crochet there. Half double crochet in the same stitch, and then a front loop only single crochet. Oops, single crochet. I went to do a double there. And 9 single crochets. Perfect. All right. Now, those are the little ears. Can you see them? You're a crochet lover, love yarn, I know. My room is full of yarn. I'm just happy I've organized it all. You're working on a hat. Lovely. Somewhere between beginner and amazing. Yep, that's where we all are. We all started out as beginners, right? So now we're going to do 7 single crochet. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 single crochet in the back loop. So this is where we have to sort of look in the back behind our ear. 1, 2, 3 behind the ear, and then 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and then 3 single crochet in the loops behind the ear again. 1, 2, oh, here it is. And 3. And then 9 single crochet. There we go, 9. And here's our, I use this piece of thread to keep track of the ends of the rounds. Socks are fun. Socks are fiddly for me. I just can't deal with. I've done slippers like out of chunk yarn. Getting down into sock yarn is like just so fiddly for me. I've never made a pair of socks. I have crocheted yoga socks for people, but using worsted weight yarn. I don't think I could ever go down to sock yarn. I just haven't got the patience for it. It just takes way too long. And yeah, so here we go. We're going to single crochet, and then we're going to do a bobble stitch. Oh my goodness, we're at the legs already. So let's just see how this lines up. My sister makes socks. Hi there, David. My sister makes socks. She's a knitter. So if we do a bobble here, that's going to be good. Okay. So the legs are made out of these bobbles. All right, there's a little bobble. You see? That's going to be the leg. These are I love these cats. They're so cute. Okay, so now we're going to do 19 single crochets. You have to kind of adapt them sometimes because the, I better count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then we're supposed to do another bobble. Let's just see if it's going to line up for the feet. Actually, that's pretty good. Okie dokie, so we're going to do another bobble. I think I might go one stitch over. No. Now we're going to do the bobble. 2, 3, and 4, all in the same stitch to make a bobble. When you've got 5 loops, you can just go through them all. All right. So all of that, those features, no, I totally get that that's fun, and heels are fun, and welts are fun, as color work is all fun. It's not boring. It's not boring. I just don't have the patience for it. That's the problem. Oh, and amigurumi drives you batty. I love that others make them, so you can buy them. It's not my favorite thing, but they're so popular at the market. The kids just love them. They get so disappointed if they come and I don't have any. They get really, really sad. So I have to kind of make sure I have some for them. Okay, so now we're going to go. That's it, the one. You know what? I should do it back at the one that they said because I won't have the right amount of stitches. So I started with 2 single crochet, and then the back loop only, 1, 2, and then that's going to be the one. Yeah, so I have to do it here. Do as you're told, Pam. Okay. 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. Okay, and then 1, and that's it. That's it. Okay, and now we're going to single crochet all the way around. And then I'll show you, I think it's after this row that we have to add the eyes. Oh, I'm supposed to have added the eyes already. So that's my bobble stitch. I've got confused here. Sorry, folks. I got to catch up where I am. They love the stuffies. I know. The thing is that they love them so much, but the poor parents, they just... so here's my first row. Bobble stitch, 2 single crochet. This is it. I lost my place here. So that makes more sense. Okay. 2 single crochet. That's 24. Now this is where I have to put the eyes in. So this is what we've got. I'm going to pull a loop. See, I got the ears. That's the front of the ears. And this is the face. I can pull this white thing through a bit so we don't have to see it there. And now we have to put the eyes in, okay? Between rows 2 and 3. So I have to put the eyes in. So I'm going to find my 12. No, I'll put this one there. Good afternoon. Yeah, I know. You see, that's what I do the amigurumi, you do the socks, Lynn. Good afternoon, Madeline. Nice to see you here. And David. Thank you. Oops. So these are 15mm eyes. I buy these off of Lemon Tree shop. It's a Canadian Etsy shop. So I've got 15mm. I buy all my eyes from her, 18mm, and I think I've got some 12s here as well. So I'll put these in. I like the big eyes, and then I have to put them between row 2 and 3. One. Oh, dropped it there. So it's 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So 1. There. Put it down a bit, I think. What do you think? Oh, you're off because you need to go to the grocery store. I think that's important. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Yeah, it's the afternoon here. It's only 2:34, right? 2:30 in the afternoon. I had a good morning in the studio getting organized, and I also did some reels and got a few in my drafts, so I'm not having to do them. Thanks for the hearts. That's nice too. Thank you very much. And I'll see you again, Nifty. I'm going to try and do these more regularly. I feel like I've got my energy back. Yeah, it's a cat. A little kitty cat, yeah. So normally at this point, I do the there. I do the nose. I embroider on the nose. So I'm going to get my black yarn. I've got some black yarn here that I keep handy for the nose and the whiskers. The whiskers. So I got my needle. Yeah, you see. See you again. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast, Pacific time. Yeah, Stitchy's on the same side as me. Linnea. Just south of me, actually. But we're both in the same time zone. There we go. So Usually I look at the picture on the pattern so I know how to do my face. Well, this one didn't put any whiskers on. That's funny. Let's see if I got another. Oh, there. There it is. Yeah, so I'll do my little nose. It's only got one strand. It's a while since I made these. Bringing back old memories, yeah. So I'm just trying to make a nice big knot in here so that it doesn't come through. Okay, and now I'm going to go in and do my nose. Just going to make a little cross for its nose. So there's its little nose. Oh, I think I knocked my eye. Oh no, that's not that one. That's the little nose, and then the whiskers are just below the eye. And out to the side. I don't think people realize how much detail goes into making these things when they buy them. They, you know, it's quite a lot. There we go. And then what I do to fasten them off inside is I just tie the yarn together. Sort of like this, so that it can't come out. Don't want the whiskers getting unraveled. That's that. And I think I might. No, that's not a good idea. That's what I want. There, hopefully that's going to tighten that up for the eye, because I didn't like the way that one of my little loops, one of my stitches was kind of looping back on itself. So I just want to make sure that that eye shows good, stands out good. Yeah. There we go. Actually, this is a good way of timing how long it actually takes me to make these cats. So now we've got the face. So from here, it's pretty plain sailing. Sorry, dropped it. That's the whiskers, that's the face. Oh, wow, good for you. I'm glad you learned. Sad to hear about your grandma, though. Sad. Yeah, thank you. What kinds of things do you like crocheting? Thank you, yeah. Okay, now we have to carry on. And find my hook. And pretty much now it's just working to the end, making sure to put the feet in the right place. All right, here we go. Reattach to the hook and find my way in the pattern here. So there we are. I've done my first row and I've added, so now row 8 and 9, we're just single crocheting around. And if you want to make it longer, you can do an extra row, but I'm just going to go round. Yep, so one single crochet before the bobble, and then we go around the bobble. Just counting to make sure I've got the right amount of stitches. 12. $14. Good. That's perfect. I didn't put my thingy up. Yeah, so this is my first live up in my studio for a long time. I started out doing them on my computer, but now I can do them on my phone. And it works better. The computer ones I was never really happy with. But that was in the old days before I actually managed to get high-speed internet. You like granny squares, scarves, and cute napkins, and some of the flower circles for the cups. Those are nice, yeah, coasters, yeah. And I was actually just sharing all of my scarves this morning in live. They're all on the back of the chair here. I shared, there was my herringbone skinny scarf and my scrappy skinny scarf and my Olivia skinny scarf and my moss stitch skinny scarf. The moss stitch and the Olivia skinny scarf are both tutorials here on YouTube. The others are just free patterns on my blog. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yeah, I love to do the tutorials. I got burnt out a little bit last year because I do everything myself, right? I do write the patterns myself, and then I often get testers. Some of the simpler patterns I don't get testers, I have to admit. But the garments and all the like hooded shawls and things like that. And then I do all the YouTube tutorials myself, all the shorts and reels, and all the promo, like the Pinterest and the making Facebook posts and sharing all the time. It's a lot of work, actually. My daughter says, you know, Mom, lots of people have a team that do these things for them, but I answer all my own comments, and I just like to know what's going on. So, okay, so that's 2 rows. So this is row 10. So I have to do 2 single crochets, and then I mean, if you've got other people answering your comments, it's not very, you're not very connected to your people, are you? 1, 2, and then, oh, look at that. Okay, let's do a bobble stitch. It's got to line up with your ears, right? I just want to make sure that my foot's going to be in the right place. Yeah, I think it is. Here we go, bobble stitch, little foot number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go 19 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we do on final foot. And then a single crochet. Oh my goodness. I think that worked out good. It did. So I can start to stuff it now. My stuffing here. Oh, what got me into crocheting? Just wait. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're from Russia. Wow, welcome from Russia. Oh, you're making a poncho. Cool. Ah, thank you. I missed you, the lady from Russia. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the comments. And you're making a poncho, Jaden. I made a poncho, and then I made a square poncho. And I I gave the square one to my daughter-in-law, and then I actually ended up selling the other poncho on the market. So I don't actually have them to show people anymore. I really should have kept them to use them as a, like in reels and demonstrate what I do. But anyway, they take up a lot of space. Thank you so much. And thank you. I got into crocheting when I had my kids. That's when I got crocheting. So that would be back in the late 70s when I had my first two kids. And so back in those days, I had to learn from diagrams, little drawn pictures of hooks where how you put the yarn over the hook. And on top of that, I was left-handed. So I had to teach myself from pictures and written descriptions because there was no videos, and then try and reverse it because I'm left-handed. So I knit right-handed because nobody knew at the time to even think about the fact that I was left-handed. It didn't even feature. So here is a little cat's face. Yeah, so that's why I started crocheting. I knit a lot for my kids, but I also crocheted for my kids. And yeah, and I think it comes back. Like I used to knit a lot of actual color work. I did a sweater for my oldest daughter that had llamas and all kinds of Aztec kind of symbols marching along. This beautiful sweater. I don't have it anymore, but it was kind of neat. But then yeah, and then I stopped for years because I was a teacher, and I did a lot of music and performed for kids and performed for adults and did a lot of music and put out CDs and stuff like that. So I kind of got away from the crocheting, and then I came back to it in about 2014 when my mom died, and I sort of just started crocheting sort of to sort of get through all that stuff, right? So yeah, so where am I now? Single crochet round, and now I'm going to do 2 single crochets and start decreasing already. Wow. 2 single crochets and decrease. I don't know if I did do a single crochet all the way around. No, I got a single crochet all the way around, and then I can do that. So that's how I got back into crocheting, and then I crocheted so many things. People said you should start an Etsy shop. So I started an Etsy shop, but I was also painting. So my Etsy shop was kind of no focus, really. It was just paintings and crochet and knitting. And then I got into selling patterns and creating patterns. And then I discovered blogging. So I started blogging. And then I started YouTube, and it's just kind of spiraled from there. So I only sell physical products at my markets in where I live. I used to sell online, but I don't now. I just sell patterns. There's free patterns on my blog, and there's patterns for sale on Ravelry and Etsy if you don't want the ads on the blog. But I don't ship or take custom orders or anything because my thing is making patterns. Okay, so that's that row. And I love the creativity of patterns. The thing is, I write them up in my notebook and I make them, and then I never, getting them tested and getting to the actual, getting the pattern out is the challenge for me. So I did the row of single crochet. Now I'm doing 2 single crochet decrease. So we're going to have a cat. How long have I been on? Oh, not quite an hour. So this is good. So I've done 1, 2, now I decrease. 1, 2, and decrease. 1, 2, and decrease. And the shipping was always so much from Canada. It costs $20 to ship a hat, and I just couldn't charge people up for that much money. And I wasn't going to put the price of my hats up for that, so it just fizzled out. There we go. And now we do oh, okay. That's my row 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. So now we're going to pull that one out. I did that wrong. It's a while since I made these. This is the one where we get to put the tail in. Okay, so it's 2 single crochet decrease 3 times. All right, 1, 2 decrease, that's 1. 1, 2 decrease, that's 2. 1, 2 decrease, that's 3. And then we're going to chain 9. Well, it says the single crochet, so I'm going to single crochet. Now I'm going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the tail. And we start at the second chain from the hook, and we half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Start at the second crochet from the hook and half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Okay, here we go. One half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, and then we do 6 single crochet down the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we slip stitch into the starting chain. Slip stitch into the starting chain. Okay, I'm going to do that. If I can get it. Doesn't want to. There. Slip stitch into the starting chain and single crochet. And then we decrease and then we do 2 single crochet decrease again. 1, 2 decrease, and 1, 2 decrease, and we should be down to 18. Okay, and now what we're going to do is single crochet decrease around. Decrease, we're nearly done. Single row, we've got to go either side of the tail to decrease. Single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single row crochet, decrease. Okay, and then I'm going to fill it up because it's still got room for a little bit more stuffing. But this is a cat. Look at it. Thank you. This is nice. Great job. Thanks. Thank you, Diary of Little Ones. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I did it. I was just determined. Are you from Brazil? Hello, Brazil. We got Brazil and Russia. That's because all those people are, yeah, and you're Russia. I don't know what the time it is in Russia. I do knit, yeah, but I don't design patterns for knitting. I only design patterns in crochet. But I follow patterns. Like I do knit a lot of winter hats for the market. You have to go now to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jaden. Blue Jaden bird. And yeah, so I'll put this last little bit of stuffing in. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. I like to make them chubby. I like to make chubby little cats. Got this stuffing here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at it. I love, and the little feet. I love the little feet. Oh, I've still got the white in there. I can pull that out. A little bit more stuffing, and then we can finish it off. Oh, I've got a half-started cat in there. I think I'm just going to have enough stuffing to get me through this season until the markets don't start up here. Oh no, we're going to be having monthly winter markets. I'd forgotten about that. I don't know how many people will come to those. All right, so that's my little cat. I think I'm going to fill it up now. I'm going to just do my last row of decreases. It says to stop there, but I'm going to do another round of decreases, I think. Oh no, it says at 12 you can finish off and close, so I might do that. So finish it off and get my needle. Saw that up here. So it's taken an hour to make this cat. Threaded the wrong piece of yarn. So see how it looks with its tail, or it's all closed in. Oh yeah, perfect. Just fasten them all off. That's it. I like to make sure they're good because I don't want them coming and raveled on the kids when they've got them. Right? There we go. Especially as a lot of the people that buy these don't live on the island where I live. So if they take them home. So there it is. It's got its little curly tail. And it's short and chunky. Bye. I'm taking it easy. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's my little guy that we made today. I like their faces. And there's his little tail, and there's his cute little feet. I love these little feet. These baubles. Bauble stitch is so useful sometimes, right? Okay, so I'm going to put him down. We still got some people here. I wonder if I should make another one or if I should do a big one. Maybe I'll make a big one if I can find the pattern. See if I can find the pattern. Headbands, headbands, headbands. No, it's not gonna. Let's go here. Go on my pattern, see if I can find cats. Oh, and oh my goodness, Turkey and Algeria. We've got Brazil, Turkey, Algeria. We've got Russia, Canada. No, it's pretty good time-wise to say I was talking to everybody and interrupting myself. So I'm just going to see where the cat is. Ah. The loaf cat. Is this it? No, that's my cat hat. I want the loaf cat. So I'm going to have to go and open up my file. And I'll make a big one. This is the one. How cute are these? I like making these ones. Those are cute. These are quite big. These are much bigger than the other ones. Yes, around the world. It's Algeria. That's incredible. Thank you. Yeah, so what I'm doing to all the new people is I'm making I just made a cat, a little cat, and I'm making these for the market. I have a Christmas market coming in just over, well, a week tomorrow. So I'm getting more of these because I sold all my cats. All I have right now are these whales. This is one of my whales. I made this one white so it can be like a beluga. There's a little tail, and then it has the fins. And then I have another whale here. I thought I did a gray and white one. Oh, yeah, that one ran away. It's rolled onto the floor. It's over there. And then I have these octopus that I make. And I've already got 3 of those left. So I've got 3 octopus. So I have 3 octopus and 2 whales and a chicken that are already made. These are all patterns that I've purchased off of Etsy. And I do have a video, I'm pretty sure on YouTube. It's got me holding the chickens as a thumbnail. And on it, I tell you where you can find the free patterns for the octopus and the whale on people's blogs, and where you can, I bought this one off Etsy, but I think I linked to the Etsy shops. And I linked to the people's blogs where they have them. Yeah, the whales are pretty cute, hey? Yeah, they're great. I love these little feet. And this pattern that I'm making that with the two colors, the feet are contrasting colors. Oh, the whales, yeah, they are. I just found it on a blog, somebody's blog, the whale pattern and the octopus. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Finding your relatives here. Yeah, the chickens by, so I think Marley or more. I definitely put the link on there. Oh, thank you so much, Dar. That's very kind of you. I teach people how to crochet. I have tutorials on here, but not for the amigurumi because they're not my patterns, and I don't like to make other people's patterns into my tutorials because they're their patterns, right? But if you look online here, my very first loaf cat that I made, it was a full size one, not this little one. But the very first loaf cat I made was from following somebody else's tutorial on YouTube. So if you just search YouTube for amigurumi whale or amigurumi octopus or amigurumi cat, loaf cat, these are loaf cats, you'll be able to find people that do the tutorials. I think even the lady that does the chicken might have a tutorial up here. I'm not quite sure. But that's why I like to buy their patterns. Yeah, support them, you know. Your daughter made you a loaf kitty. That's nice. What color was it? Oh, purple. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is with amigurumi, it's all single crochet, right? Once you can just follow the pattern, it's literally all of this is just single crochet in the round. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. And I do have tutorials on how to crochet. Like I have tutorials showing you how to make a slip knot, showing you how to chain, showing you how to single crochet. I have different tutorials for double crochet, half double crochet. And I have left and right-handed because I'm left-handed, so I always flip them to the right-handed. So I have left and right-handed tutorials. And then I have tutorials on how to make the hats. I did the messy bun hats one. I think I was doing a live when I made those. I can't remember. But the messy bun hats, these little fisherman beanies things, these Salish sea beanies, I have a tutorial on how to make those. And they're really easy. And yeah, I have tutorials for how to do cowls and scarves and sweaters. Not for this cardigan, but for the sweater that is like this style. It's called the Happy Hippie Sweater. I do have a tutorial for that. Tutorials for bralettes, how to make bralettes. Gloves, fingerless gloves. I don't have everything here to show you, but anyway, that's kind of what I do. Yeah, I think it's Marlowe. I could find it. I could find the name of the chickens. House of Marlowe or something. Crochet chickens. I think it's Mabel is her name. Mabel is the name of the chicken. Yeah. Mabel Crochet Chicken. And the lady that does it, it's called Oak and Marlowe. Oak and Marlowe. So if you want to make the chickens, her pattern is on Etsy. There's all her chickens. and it's in Canadian dollars, it's $7.25. 13 people have bought it in the last 24 hours. So yeah, I like to support people who come up with original ideas. You could copy them, but I like to just support them. So that's, yeah. So what colors shall I use for my big chicken? And if you have to go, I understand you can't spend all afternoon on here. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna do I think I'll do a spotted one. And this cat, this loaf cat pattern is by Annie's. Oh my goodness, it's Carroway. It's Carraway. She's called Annie Carroway Art. Mine is Carroway. So yeah, I'm going to do maybe I should just do a solid one, seeing as I'm talking to you guys right now. Solid loaf cat. All right, I am going to do it. Shall I do a pink one? I've never done a pink one. If I can find the beginning of my pink. Here it is. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do pink. Midnight, yeah. Where are you in England? 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, are you in England? I know my family are in England. They're 8 hours ahead. So Diary of Little Ones, where are you, in Europe? You have to go, that's okay, I understand. Get some sleep. Yes, I'm going to be trying to do lots of lives, so that's nice. Maybe some earlier ones in the morning would be better for you. Good night. Oh, you're the one that's in Algeria. Oh my gosh, that is, yeah, that's a fair way. Sweet dreams. Nice to meet you. Are you in the city? I'll just ask one more question. Are you in the city or are you out in the countryside? Yes, lovely. You're in the city. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we have to do 2. So there'll be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. Good. You had dreams to go to Canada and go around the world, but because I have, oh, I understand. But you know what? You can do it one day. Just keep on right, you know, visualizing it, and one day it'll happen miraculously. You don't know how that's going to happen, but it does. I dreamt of doing that, and all of a sudden, when I was 63, I did it. I went traveling for 7 months around the world. So you never know, right? I went all by myself, and it was amazing. I just stayed in hostels and did it, you know, stayed 2 weeks in one place and 2 weeks in another place. And it was really amazing. Just like my house, I dreamt of building a house like my house, and I started it probably when I was 60. Yeah, when I was 60. So I'm a late bloomer. I was married for 32 years and then I wasn't. So there you go. One and then increase. Oh. Oh, this one keeps wanting to come with me. This is a different yarn. This is not burnout blanket yarn. This is Sweet Softies or Sweet Softy Snuggles or something like that it's called. So it's very velvety, very soft. I got this color because I was doing mushrooms. Cute little mushrooms, Moshi Boy mushrooms they were called. Maybe when I get my cats made, I'll make some mushrooms another day. Okay, so theoretically, I should have 24 stitches. Let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So how did that happen? 1, 2, oh, maybe I didn't count that correctly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I just counted it wrong. All right, 24. So the next thing is we go to do 2 single crochet and an increase. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you. Off you go. Go to bed. Okay. And hi, Donna. Nice to see you. Welcome to my live. I'm making a cat. I made a little cat already. It's one of those little loaf cats. This is for the market. I'm doing a Christmas market a week tomorrow. And it has the little bobble stitch feet. They still make me laugh. And a tail. So now I'm making a bigger one. So I'm using this bright pink for a nice big one. So now we have to single crochet into 2 and then increase. 24, 28, 31, 32. So that's 32. Wow, good. Nice to meet you, Donna. Yeah, we often get quite good chats going on in here. This is the first time I've ever tried to be making cats on a live. So it's interesting because I have to really focus on what I'm doing. So now I have to single crochet 3 and then increase, and that should come up to 40. So I'm counting, and that's why I'm kind of ignoring it for everybody. Oh, no, I should be going 3 stitches. You see, that's what happens. I didn't do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm doing it 2. I was doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3. So that, I know I've done it right when I get to a 5 or a 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, into the same one, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Perfect. All right, the next few rows we're going to be adding ears and the front feet. Okay, so row 6 is where we add on the ears. Okay, dokie. So this is the face. The nose is going to be right in the middle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add on the ears, okay? So I have to do 17 single crochets. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, and now we're going to work into the front loop only of the next front loop only of the next stitch. So we're going to do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, And then we're going to do front loop only single crochet, and then 4 single crochets. 1, 2. Oh, no, it did want a front loop. I thought that was weird that we hadn't got a front. Oh, let's just make sure. Let's go 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 17. And then we need to go front loop single crochet. I thought that had to happen from before. And then it's the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then a single crochet into the front loop only, and then 4 regular single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it'll be a front loop only single crochet, and then the other ear, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all into the front loop only of 1 stitch, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same front loop, and then it should be front loop only single crochet, and then 13 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. And this is going to be the ears. Okay, you'll see them start to come, they stand out when you do the next bit, okay? So now we have to do 17 single crochets. 1, let's just do this right. Okay, 17 single crochets. 1, 2, I'm working over there and you can't see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might stop after the ears. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and now we're going to work into the 3 stitches at the back here. 1, 2, hard to pick up that loop, 2, and 3, and then we do 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I missed one. 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go on to the 3 stitches at the back. One, two, my computer's going to shut down. 2 and 3, and then we're going to do and 13. And I'll show you what the ears look like. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's it. 13. 13. Good. Okay. So here we have the ears. So that's how the ears look at the front. And then if you look at them from the back, you can see how they stand up. That's how we do the ears. Right. So we can carry on now. Single crochet all the way round. Fifteen, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Hooray! Okay. So that's cool. So there we can see the ears are starting to stand up. Okay. So we've single crocheted around. And now we're going to do a 5 double crochet bobble for the feet. So that's what we're going to do next. How much is in between, single crochet in between? 4. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do a 5 double crochet bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 loops on my hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull it through all of them. And then we're going to single crochet 4. 1, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do another foot. So let's just have to make sure that they're lining up with the ears. I think that might need to go over 1. So I'm going to move it over 1. Hopefully it's the right decision. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And now we're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Now we're going to do another 5 double crochet bobble in the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 6 loops on there. So that's going to be how we make our little feet, right? And then we're going to, after we've done this bobble, we're going to single crochet around until we get back to the first foot. So those are our 2 little feet. Have anybody that's watching, we have some people watching. Do any of you do amigurumi stuffies? These are for the market. These are for when I do the market next week, next Saturday, a week tomorrow. We're having our holiday market. So I had some whales. I shared them earlier. Well, I've only got the one whale here. Have they both fallen off? I had a white whale. Anyway, I have a chicken, and I found it's Oaken Marlowe is the creator of this chicken pattern. This is where I got my chicken pattern, from Oaken Marlowe. And then I've got these octopus that I've made. I already have these left over from the last market, so I don't have to make any octopus. And I did have 2 whales. I just made the cat. This was today. I made that during the live. Oh, and I see the whale. I'm going to put it there. This was my other whale. I made it white, sort of trying to see if it's like a beluga whale. It's got the little fins and the little tail. So that's what I had. I made the cat, the little cat, and now I'm making a big cat. And I'm going to have to put the face on after I do this round. Yeah, single crochet all the way around here, and then I'm going to put the face on the cat. These are called loaf cats because they look like a loaf. They're pretty chubby kitties. And if any of you are crocheting along as you watch the live, let me know what you're making. Somebody's working on socks, I know that. Okay, so let's see if these feet look good. Actually, they look really good, so that's great. So I think I'm gonna put the face on. So the next thing is to put my face on. It's a good time to add the eyes, so I'm going to place the eyes between rows 3 and 4, slightly above the center. Okay, so I'm going to use my big eyes for these, my 18 millimeter eyes. I get my eyes from Lemon Tree shop on Etsy. And I'm just trying to see, the live's been 102 minutes. Yeah, about, yeah. I came on about 2 and it's 3:48. Maybe I can't remember when I came on. I have no idea. So I'm going to put my eyes in. Between row 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that looks pretty good. So here are the eyes. And now I'm going to put on the whiskers and the nose. This is a fiddly bit, and then once this is done, you're more or less going straight through. There. So we're going to do the nose. Oh, good for you. You got some crochet, some knitting done while you've been watching. That's great, Linnea. Thank you, Vidiji. So you've got a couple more rounds, then the gusset, and then the decrease section. Wow, good for you. It's a lot of work. And I'm on my second nose of the afternoon. And my whiskers. That's exciting. There's a little nose. And then the whiskers. They start just I think that's a good place. Let's do the whiskers. Then you go over 2. There's 1. And then there's the whiskers on one side. Um, there, we got the and I fasten it off with my the pink. I tie a knot with the pink to fasten it off. This is the only fiddly bit. And I've kind of involved my first knot in it so it doesn't come popping through. This is awesome. Right, and then the last one I'll go through here. We'll pull it into a tight little knot there, and that's that. Done. Now we're just on the easy bit. So there's its little face, and there's its feet, and we're going to keep going. If I can find my hook. What did I do with my hook? There. Okay, so that's done. The nose and whiskers are done. Now we do 10 to 15 just going around. Single crochet around for 6 rows. All right. Twelve, 13. I just want to make sure I have 40. 14, 15. Oh, wow, perfect. It's 40. Sometimes you gain stitches when you do this kind of thing, so that's really nice that it's 40. Okay, and here we go again for the new. Thanks for the company. Thank you from Spain. Wow, that's nice. Thanks for saying hi. Um, yeah, we've had people from Algeria, Turkey, Russia. Where was the first person? Yeah, all over. It's really exciting live today. Yeah, I think it's going to be shocking to have a shocking pink cat. I've done the little cats in pink, but I haven't done the big cats in pink before. It would have been nice to have done one with black spots, but I thought it's hard enough for me to focus on what I'm doing on live without trying to put the spots on. I might do one tonight that's got spots on. Now I'm on a roll with my cats. Kind of reminded myself how to do them. It's been a while. Yeah, I only make these kind of amigurumi things for the market when I do the market. Normally, I don't crochet amigurumi. I usually make accessories and home decor items and clothing. I've never designed an amigurumi pattern. I think there's so many good people out there. They don't need me doing it. We've got all the good people are out there. So that's 2. I have to do how many rows? 6. So that's 2. And then we do the back legs. Yeah, you go and look at the pattern. You don't, how many inches to knit before you begin the second set of ooey gooey drops. Oh, I can't wait to see these socks. You share them, won't you, on social media, right? And thanks for the good luck. Thanks, Linnea. Have a great evening. There, 40. Thanks. Yeah, so I've got 4 more rows. I'm wondering, should I keep going here or should I sign off or what? I've got some people following, but not many people commenting. Should I just keep, do you want to see it finished? I don't have much more to do to get it finished. I might not get the tail on today, but for sure I can get it finished. I've got 3 more rows around, and then I'm doing the back, the other legs, the back legs. And then I might be able to do the tail. Hot pink cat. Thanks for following and watching the live, even if you're not commenting. I appreciate you being here. It's wonderful. And it's great for me. It motivates me to sit here and get these finished rather than get sidetracked onto something else, right? I need to get these done and made. So from this afternoon, I'll have a little cat and a big cat to show for my afternoon. So that's really good. Might do a spotted one tonight when I'm sitting watching television. So then I'll have two big cats and a little one. I want to make some more chickens too. I've only got 1 chicken. Let me know if you haven't seen my whales and octopus and chicken. Mention it in the comments and I can show you again. This is 5 and then 6, I think. And this is a really soft, it's Sweet Snuggles Light, I think is the name of it. It's like a chenille yarn. And the little cat I made earlier, I made out of Bernat blanket yarn. They're both really good yarns for these kind of stuffies. If you want me to show you the whale and the octopus and the little cat, I'm happy to do that. If there's anybody who hasn't seen them and wants to see them, not a problem. And I do have links to the people whose patterns I use in a video I posted last year. I think it says lots of chickens and more or something, and underneath that, in the description underneath, there's links to where to find the octopus and the whale patterns I use, and the chicken and the cats. Maybe not the cats, because maybe I wasn't making these cats when I did that. I can't remember. But this cat is by Annie, handmade by Annie. And the other cat, I mentioned it earlier. I'd have to click on it. What was the name of the designer? It was designer was called Better by Best. Better by Best. And this one's handmade by Annie. She's got the one for the solid, which I'm doing, and she's got the nice pattern for the spotted one. I think this is the last row, and then we'll do the other legs, and then we'll be pretty near to being done. Getting a bit of a tangle going on here. If I go live tomorrow, I'll go live in the morning because I think a lot of the people who usually go into my lives used to come on in the morning. This time in the afternoon, it's late for anybody who's in Europe. It's midnight. Okay, coming up to the end, and we'll be doing the other leg, the other little feet. So let's see, this is supposed to be 10 to 15, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. 15. Okay, so now we've done the 15. So we have to make sure that the back feet are going to be where the front feet are. I think we need to go back a bit here. So we got the ears, we got the feet. I think that's a good place. Try it here, see how it works. Maybe put it in there. One, two, three, 4, and 5. So we got 6 stitches on there. That's how we make a bobble for the little feet. And then we're going to single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to make another foot. One, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Go through. And then we're going to single crochet around until we get to the first foot. Three, so we're getting close to the end now. Say hi in the comments if you're new to the live. I see some people have just joined. I'm just making an amigurumi cat here if you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm making this big cat. I made a little one earlier. Where did I put it here? I made this little guy earlier with his curly tail and his cheeky little face. And I'm making these for the market. There's a holiday market next Saturday. Hi there, Harry. Nice to see you. And so this is a big one. I'm making a big cat now. And I'm nearly done. I just added the second set of feet. So we're working towards the end. And then the cat, this particular pattern, the tail is done separately, okay? So I just did that, and I'm single crocheting around here. And then when I get around here, I think I start to do my decreases. I'll see what it says. Okay, single crochet around, and now we're going to start the decreasing. 3 single crochets, and decrease. So that's what we're doing now. Three single crochets and decrease. And decrease. And decrease. Three single crochets and decrease. We're nearly done this round. Ooh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yay, and decrease. Way to go, Pam. Okay. Now it says to stuff it. We got to stuff the thing up, and then we're going to start doing more decreases. Okay, so let's get my stuffing. Put my hook down so I don't lose it. You just made one of these yesterday. Oh, that's so cool. What color did you make yours, Carrie? Good night. Sweet dreams in Spain. Thanks for all the hearts. That's really nice. Always amazes me how much stuffing. Did you make a bright pink one too? Seriously? It's just like this? Do you use the same kind of style for your nose and the whiskers? Are you following the same pattern that I have? Mine is by Carrie, handmade by Carrie. No, handmade by Annie, I think it is. And it's funny because a part of her name is Carroway and mine is Carroway. So we've got quite similar business names. Okay, so that's what's going to go in there for now. And I'll do a little bit more decreasing and then oh, it looks like the first one that I made. Yeah. This is a really cute one. And there is quite the little butthole there. So if you've accentuated it, that would make the kids laugh, that's for sure. They love stuff like that. All right, so I've stuffed that up and now I'm just going to go 2 single crochet and decrease, and then one in this next row, and then in the next one it's 1, and I'll be done, and then I have to make the tail. Did yours have the tail as part of the pattern, or did you have to make it separately to sew it on, Carrie? 1, 2. Gets to this point and I'm always excited because I'm nearly done. This one looks particularly chubby. Okay, now we're doing 1 single crochet and a decrease. 1 single crochet and a decrease. Oops, I'm catching the stuffing. I'm getting too excited here. There. Thanks for sharing that you made the cat. So that's good. So nice to know. There we go. Oh, and then we just decrease it every single, all the way around. Well, I didn't realize I was going to get 2 cats made today on my live. This is amazing. I do still have to make the tail, but I'm pretty happy. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to pull this out just to keep it there and make sure the stuffing, oh, It's a little bit uneven. I love its little face. And its ears. Pull its little bobble feet out. Get rid of that white bit. Oh, and its feet match up really good. That's nice to see. So look, here's my kitty cat. It's a great big one. It's got the 4 feet. There it is. And I'm just going to cut this off and weave in the end, this end. Now I had a pattern that I was going to put my scissors in the same place so I could always find them, and I don't know where they are now. So where did I put my scissors? That's funny. Gotta be here somewhere, unless it fell on the floor. Oh, look at that. I can do it. Yeah, you had to sew the tail on. So it's probably the same pattern that I used. I have to do the tail separately and sew it on. My favorite yarn, probably the Bernat, because you see this kind of has a little bits that come off of it. This is more of a chenille. It can happen with the Bernat, but I don't find it as bad as it is with this one. So I'm actually just going to go under there, pull that tight there, and in and out the last few stitches. This is softer though, so you get pros and cons with everything, right? This is much softer. It's so sweet. The kids love the softness of this one. And when I was making chickens, I got into making chickens with the Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick rather than with the blanket yarn, just because they seemed more rustic colors for the chicken. My chicken is like, you can see it's got Bernat. It's used the succulent Bernat Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, and I used the burnt orange rusty pumpkin color for the beak and the comb, and then I just used up some of my other yarn just to make it kind of different, right? I like them all to be unique. So, but you can make that with the Bernat yarn too. It just has a different feel to it. I like the chicken. The chickens are more rusticy. I like them kind of more rusticy. That's just personal choice. There we go, and weave that in. Cool. As I say, I've dropped my scissors. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there they are. I knew they wouldn't be far. So there's my cat, and I have to just do the tail. Yes, interesting when you get to use all these new stitches, right? And its little ears, and it was the first time I've ever had to work behind ears like that too, which was a learning curve as well. I like the chicken too, yeah. So cute, and people love those. They sell really well at the market. So there we have a chubby pink. I might just do the tail. Get it done. As I always tell my kids, do it now, do it now, do it now. They really hate that because it stays with them all their life. Do it now, do it now, do it now. And they curse me because they have to do everything right away. Okay, so now we're going to do the tail. And it's not, doesn't take a long time. It's only a few rows. Okay, so we're going to magic circle and have 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull it tight, and then do rows 2 to 8 single crochet around. So we've got 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 4. 1, 2, 3, tuck the tail in. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 8. And then leave a long tail for sewing on. And I've got my needle here, and we're going to tie the two ends together to secure it. the starting end. I think the starting end is pretty secure. Oh, maybe. I've never done that before, but we'll do it just because they say to do it. Right, and then I have to sew this on between rows 17 and 19. Between 17 and 19. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19. That's right in the middle of the eyes there. So I'm going to thread my yarn. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I made my sweater. This is my Happy Hippie cardigan. I did the Happy Hippie sweater design first, and then I thought I'd like a cardigan. The cardigan's different to the sweater because it's got ribbed cuffs and it's got ribs around the bottom. But it's the same stitches as in the Happy Hippie sweater, but just made into a cardigan. So there's lots of triple crochets and granny stripes and double crochets, as you can see. Yeah, and it's a pattern that's free on my blog. 17, 18, 19. So it's going to go there. There we go. And I like to sort of put my tail so that it's kind of sticking up as I'm sewing it on, right? Oh, I think I'm supposed to stuff it a little bit. A little bit of stuffing in there. I can't remember if it said to stuff it or not. No, it doesn't really say to stuff it. I'm just going to put a little bit in there. There. That'll be fun. All right. Make sure, I always make sure it's right in between the ears. There, look at that. How cute is that? Little tail. I like to go around a couple of times just to make sure that it's strong and stable. Nice little tail. We don't want it falling off on the kids. I'm sure some kids are going to be picking this cat up by the tail. So there we go. They don't realize it's a precious object. Handmade with love. During a live, this is a really special one. There we go. Lovely, lovely doubly. I did not, honestly, in a million years, think I was going to get 2 animals made in one live today. Anyway, here we have the bright pink cat with a tail and the little feet. Oh my God, I love these so much. Okay, so there's the pink one, the big one, and there's the little guy with his curly little tail. Sorry, I'm hoping to make a sweater one day. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, my sweaters are very easy. I do have another, the Happy Hippie sweater is just, it might be called an oversized sweater. It's pink and blue and all yellow and all different colors. So that pattern is on YouTube here. And the crochet cardigan is on my blog, carrowaycrochet.com. Just go into the search box and put Happy Hippie cardigan if you want the cardigan. But the Happy Hippie sweater, just type into the search box on my blog, Happy Hippie sweater, because all the 5, it goes from extra small up to 5X, and all those sizes are there. If you just follow the tutorial, it just is made in one size. So you have to go to the blog to find out how many you want for your size. So, that's this Happy Hippie sweater, but the really one, if simple one that to start with would be my super simple sweater, which is on here. I have a tutorial for it. It's called an easy sweater or a simple sweater, super simple sweater, and that is on my blog as well, up to the 5X sizes. And I show you how to make it in the tutorial. You would just have to go to the blog to find out how many you need to crochet to start. And it's all made with half double crochet, pretty much the whole thing, except for 10 rows at the bottom are double crochet, and you can put a little vent in. I don't have one here, but I could show you. If you go through my shorts, you'll probably find one for it too. But anyway, yeah, I have a tutorial for the simple sweater here. And it's a really amazing beginner garment, and lots of people have messaged me to say they've had great success with it. So there you go. And when I'm showing you how to do it, I kind of tell you how to customize it to the length that you want it to be. So here's my little cats, my big one and my little one. And thank you very much for joining me. Hi, life is beautiful. Nice to see you. Thank you. I've just started again to try and do them every week. I don't have a day that I go live. I can't do that. My life just does not work to say every Wednesday at 10 o'clock I'll go live, because I won't. I just know I won't. I'm too spur of the moment spontaneous. So I'll go live and I'll try and post. And there is a community section where I can post that I'm going to go live, and that might go out. If you click on the bell, if you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell, I think you get notifications then if I'm going to go live. And I'll try and put a notification out a half an hour before I go live, and that way people can organize their lives if they want to do that. So thank you, Carrie. Yeah, I was doing lives regularly, and I stopped for 9 months. You know, I'm retired and I do what I do, and that's what happens. But I've really enjoyed going live lately. I've had great conversations with people and it's been lots of fun. So hopefully it keeps on going. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. And I'm going to close out and say goodbye to you all. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate your support. If you're subscribing to my channel, that's amazing. It really helps me. And every time you watch a short or watch a video tutorial, that really helps me too to support me doing what I'm doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And I always forget how to quit. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.